Hi there and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. You see a beautiful grey sky behind me and I hope it stays where it is and so I won't get too wet from the rain. But as long as it stays dry, I'll keep walking around here and show you where I am in a bit. And I'll be talking to you about something that has been on my mind lately, more and more, because I see myself have going through things and my children and I keep thinking about it like how much there is a difference between miscommunication and mismatch. And there's a not even a thin line, there's a big line between them, but we don't always see it. And I think there are moments that we all wish that we knew things sooner when things are just a mismatch and you don't have to keep putting your effort into trying to communicate and communicate and communicate until you communicate something completely death until it's gone and it's just a mismatch. And if you realize that sooner than, rather than later, it can save you a lot of time and headache and heartache and etc. So I'll be talking more with you about this topic, and perhaps it resonates to you or somebody in your surroundings that you think, oh yeah, she's he or he is going through something like this, and I can pass on these words. But before I talk more, I'm going to flip the screen and I'll show you around where I am in this beautiful part of the heathland. Um, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'll be seeing you on the other side of the screen. So what I just did, I didn't just flip the screen. I did do that, but I also turned myself around because I would love to see this beautiful heathland and this beautiful sky above it. I'm always fascinated by the skies and the clouds. How can it just come the way it comes and shapes and I'm always fascinated by the sky. But what I also, of course, wanted to talk with you about today is that that's as I said before. You just if you would have known certain things sooner, then it would have helped you so much. And I hope these words can help you a bit with that. And because I believe that when you have to explain like your boundary, like 17 different ways, if you can call a number, then it's no longer a communication issue between you and that particular person. It's a sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. It's a compatibility one. And we taught to over explain and to soften and to make our needs reasonable, or to present our boundary like a polite suggestion instead of a truth, a vast truth for you. And and then when the other person doesn't really understand, we even tend to blame ourselves for it as well, because we think, "Ah, maybe I wasn't clear enough, and maybe I should try again, and maybe I need the right tone, and maybe I need a metaphor, or the right timing, or whatever it is." But I believe that clarity isn't the issue really. It's the desire. That's what it is. A person who wants to understand you will understand you, and you have to realize that if they want to, they will. And if you keep have to repeat yourself over and over and over again, there's a certain unwillingness from that person to understand you. Most of the time, that is. And maybe you're not perfectly, um, maybe not perfectly things the way they should have to go perfectly. Let me say it like this, but and maybe not instantly, but it has to be sincere. The person has to be sincere who's on the receiving end, and as I said, he or she doesn't have to be perfect with it, but at least you have to see that you're somewhere along the line you're getting through, and that's they see it's serious for you. And I believe a person who doesn't just never won't. It's just not because you fail to express yourself. Don't think that, but it's because your boundary interrupts their their something that they prefer to keep rather, and and you can't fight that. If they are destined to hang on to something and will not allow you to get through it, they won't. They will always keep you out and always will not understand you. So that comes to a clear mismatch, if you ask me. It turns then around their boundaries, your boundaries rather. They evolve around them, and it's not because you have failed to express yourself that they won't understand it. It's because your boundary it interrupts something that they really really prefer to keep, and you can't go through. You can't get through that. You're gonna hit a wall every time. That's my opinion anyhow, and this is what my channel is all about. I'm just want to share here my insights, my experiences, and of course you can agree with that, but of course you can also not agree with that, and you can maybe resonate or not, or just think it's interesting to listen to, and maybe hopefully you like the view that I'm showing you here at the same time. But that's just what my channel is about, just sincere sharing of experiences and insights, and you can always leave a comment if you want, reply to it, and I'm going to read them and will respond back to you. And but what, as I said, just because your boundary interrupts something, that person prefers to keep, and it's for their comfort, it's for their convenience even, or for their control, if you want to say it, and or it's also their pattern, their habits, and that's when it stops being about, once again, about communication, and it becomes really, really about compatibility. Because I think I think that two people can care about each other and still be incompatible in how they approach each other's boundaries. And the one wants honesty, and the other one wants just ease. And one perhaps values mutual respect, and the other one avoids accountability, doesn't want to have nothing to do with it. So you can't make those two those two truths fit. It's impossible. It will always clash. It will never collide, and it will never align. And you have to see it for what it is. And in my experience, the moment you realize this is it's very dramatic. It's just quiet because there's a soft click, if you want to call it like that, inside your chest or in your stomach even. Like you think, oh, this isn't about me explaining better anymore. It's just about both of us wanting different things. And once you see that, you can't unsee it anymore. And you can just stop repeating yourself, and you can stop shrinking, and you can stop over functioning, if you want to call it that way. And you can stop trying to make your boundary palatable. And I hope I'm saying that correct, because I've heard that word a few times and I thought it was a beautiful word, but English is not my mother tongue, so perhaps I'm not pronouncing it correctly. But I hope you understand the gist of what I want to say here. My gosh, the sky is really turning grey and heading my way here. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful. I hope you enjoy it too. I don't know if I can get the vibe from the area here, but it's so quiet. It's immensely quiet, and it's beautiful. And here I am chatting away, and it's almost a crime. I'm talking here, so but no, I'm just kidding. But it is very, very beautiful here. But as I said, if you understand that your boundary is no longer a negotiation anymore, and that it's a filter, because it doesn't fix the wrong people, and it kind of reveals them. And the right kind of people, the ones who will meet you with respect and curiosity and care, they won't need 17 explanations. They'll just simply meet you where you are. And that's what you call compatibility. That's what it is, as simple as that. And that's what's called alignment. And I like also to call it the natural harmony. And it's just a quiet, sovereign life you can build from there with a person in it, as in what kind of relationship whatever you want. And I hope these words mean something to you. I hope it spurs you on to think about something, or a relationship you have with a certain person, or maybe you have been trying to explain yourself, and now you know. You just have to have a different view on that. Stop explaining so much, because you have to acknowledge how painful it can be sometimes. It's a mismatch, and you probably have to let go. That's the harsh truth. So by saying that, I see the first drops coming down here on my camera. So I think I'm going to have to leave it with for today. Heading back for my car, and I do wish you very well. I wish you a very nice day, and I hope you're going to take care of yourself in many ways. And this particular topic for today is one of them, because it is a part of self-care as well. It's a part of self-care to, to not hurt yourself longer than it's necessary, because, well, we don't want to do that. So anyhow, I wish you a very nice day, and I hope to see you next time in my video. You can always subscribe to my channel, and you can also give a thumbs up. And if you're not into any of that, that's also just fine. I still hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.